What up, Depth Chart? It's your boy, young broadcaster Jared Young, here on the new revamped set of the 2 Point Perspective with my co-host, Miles on the mic, Miles Sweeney. And today's episode is brought to you by Instant Replay Review, turning 2-minute games into a 20-minute debate. Instant Replay Review, because we still don't know what a catch is. How you doing today, Miles?
I'm doing well. Yes. We had to go through some stress, didn't we?
Today?
Yeah, going through this.
Ready?
We were kind of joking around about how we did the dry run yesterday.
Right.
And it was like, oh, this is like working great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all jinxed ourselves. John famously put it as operating like an Indiana Jones movie. Having to walk around here, make sure don't touch anything because it will stop working. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, for those of you that are watching on the TikTok live or maybe don't know, we obviously redid our set. Today is our premiere of our brand new set. We have the John Father now behind the camera. John, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you, John.
That's his beautiful voice.
Yeah, words of wisdom there. Wow, it was really, really impressive. But yeah, man, and we've put a lot of effort into the new set. However, we were having some technical difficulties today with our cameras. My laptop runs everything through it, and it might explode mid-episode. So we're just gonna find out. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, right? That's what we do. Yeah.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But you know what? Let's jump in, man. So dual threat bet. We have not put out an episode in a couple weeks. Again, you know, we were having some renovations happen, and we just didn't have the bandwidth to do it with everything we had going on. So this is officially episode 32.
Yep.
And a couple weeks ago, Miles, you won the dual threat bet.
Finally. Yeah.
I'm
catching up.
You are. Yeah, you're on your way. Miles is now 2-4 to my 4-2. And this week's dual threat bet is going to be Detroit at Philly.
It is.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a game.
No, I think that's going to be a great game. Detroit they're not as high flying in the East as they have been for the last couple of weeks, so this is going to be a big deal for them. They really need to lock in here down the stretch because Boston is hot on their tail.
Yeah.
Now, thank you so much.
You are the
Miles.
honorary flipper here.
I am the flipper of the coin. So, Miles, call it in the air. Ready?
All right. Heads.
It is tails.
Shit.
I've been getting pretty lucky when I pick, guys.
Yeah, very lucky. Very annoying.
Do you mind holding for me?
I got you,
okay,
buddy.
All right,
I got you.
all right. Where's the money? Where's the money? There it is. All right, what do we get? Jalen Duren plus 10.5 rebounds. Okay. All
Yeah,
right, yeah.
that's his average.
All right.
Where's
yeah.
the money? It's going down the drain.
For you,
Now we're gonna be one game apart.
Miles,
this
you better
coming
get
week.
good at these free throws, man, because you're gonna be wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah, I
at the
am.
end of the season.
I am, but that's how I practice. That's how I practice.
Speaking of dual threat bets, ours is coming up. Our punishment. Well, let me rephrase that.
punishment.
My punishment
For my amusement.
from last season is coming back up here in a couple of weeks, and the 12th. Right.
Yes.
We have not decided on a location, and when we do, we will not be telling anybody where that is because I don't want anybody there. It's bad enough where it's going to be live streamed, and that's how I'm going to deal with that.
Well,
So-
we know the whole city of Reno would come flocking to whatever track, whatever park we're doing this
Listen,
at.
man, I got a weak stomach. It's not going to be a good situation. So I want to avoid that as much as I can. But yeah, guys, don't forget to check that out. We'll be promoting that over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned.
It's gonna be madness, but March Madness is coming to a close. We got the Final Four, and my bracket has been destroyed. And you came back really well.
Oh yeah, man. I think at one point I was in the Sweet 16. I had a 96 or 93.6% accurate bracket.
Yeah.
And then the Sweet 16 kind of took me down. But yeah, going into that, I was feeling really, really good. I was number one in our league. I don't know what you call it. Your bracket group.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Okay,
more or
so
less.
yeah, so in our bracket group, I was number one. I had Duke going all the way. And now I'm back down to third place. So not bad. not bad. But the two guys in front of me have Michigan winning, so there's no chance. I don't think that I beat them out for that. For yourself though, Miles, you fell.
with like not gracefully. I was holding down first place for a long time.
And where are you now, Miles?
I fell just a smidge down to the bottom. I'm dead last.
Just a smidge.
Yes.
Just a smidge and dead last.
Just a smidge. And that really hurt my soul. The Sweet 16 was like just decimated my pride and my ego.
That's brutal.
And I still know ball, I swear.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
But
Yet to be determined.
But like you, I had Duke. And that was just the final nail in the coffin. So
yeah,
it is a little freeing now because I was gonna root for Arizona either way, but now, they could still break my heart.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, speaking of Duke, we want to get into the Final Four, but we want to talk about the games that got these teams to the Final Four. So we've got 4 games here that we're going to talk about, and then we will talk about our predictions for the Final Four. So first up on my list, I had Duke versus UConn. Obviously, that was a big game, right? I think that busted tons and tons of brackets. In fact, only 13.22% of brackets had UConn going to the Final Four. And UConn defeated Duke 73-72 in an upset this last week.
Crazy game-winning shot too.
Oh yeah, Braylon Mullins, man, made the final shot with 0.3 left to secure the win. They got the takeaway and then hit the 3-point jumper, and it was clean too. Yep. It was a clean shot. And UConn came back after being down 15 at half, so that was a big deal.
Yeah.
UConn secured the win on the back also of Terrace Reed Jr., who led in pretty much every major category, including 26 points that he had for his team. Duke's Cameron Boozer actually scored more points, and they still lost. He had 27. So another interesting little tidbit of this game, though, was that Dan Hurley almost got suspended for the Final Four, and there was a lot of rumors swirling around after he I don't know if I want to call it a headbutt, but he kind of
in the face.
He kind of head tapped the referee, and this is not his first run in with the refs. He earlier in the season, March 7th, so right before March Madness started, he received a $25,000 fine for something similar, right? Some unsportsmanlike conduct. And that really, it's going to be something to watch out for if things get heated here in the Final Four.
Yeah, as great of a coach as he is, those antics, I already can't stand him.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of buzz about, should it have been a tech?
He's a good coach, though.
He is a good coach. Should it have been a tech? Yes. Should it have been called? I don't really care anymore. At least he's getting suspended the start of next year.
Yeah.
So he's going to face something after doing that, because there's no way you get away with that.
Right. And I heard something about, maybe a 3-game suspension at the beginning of next season, but I think that they don't want to... I think that they don't want to completely crush UConn's dreams right now, right? I just think that would be such a huge deal if he were to be suspended.
Oh yeah,
at this point in the season
after a game like that too.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. I mean that took the world by storm.
Oh yeah, it's a huge upset.
Good for Braylon, man. He's a freshman this year, hitting a big shot like that, crazy. And the bench was going wild too.
I would have been too.
Yeah, but that was the only close game relatively in that Elite Eight round, because I got Arizona, who was actually losing by 7 points at halftime to Purdue, and they came out and they went on a 16-3 run to start the second half, and after that it just was kind of, they were in the rearview mirror. They had control of that game in the second half. Purdue, as good as they are offensively, they were held to the second lowest point total of their season in that game. They shot 38% from the field. They have some prolific scorers who were just getting bottled up, and Arizona's defense really won them that game. And they went on the heels of Koa Pete, who was pretty dominant in the paint, scoring 20 points. And they just, despite having a struggle in the first half against a good Purdue team, they came out on top. And I am a Wildcats fan. I didn't think they would make it this far.
I also didn't think they'd
Like I
make it this
said,
far.
they have
They've
been a
let us
bracket
down
buster
for years.
for years.
Yep.
And this is their first Final Four appearance in 25 years, I believe.
I've picked Arizona a lot, and
Me
they
too.
have let me down time and time again. So
I've kept saying that they were like, I would bet money they weren't going to make it past the Sweet 16. But they were picked to make the Final Four, and over 53% of the brackets made. So I'm riding the high now. I'm hopping on the bandwagon because they are looking really elite, but they have an elite matchup
right.
this coming Saturday.
Yep, absolutely, and we'll get into those.
We will.
Next on my list, I had Iowa and Illinois, number 9 Iowa and number 3 Illinois. Excuse me. I don't have the score of that game. I forgot to put that in my notes. But I know that Illinois
dominant game.
blew them out. Yeah. And Illinois was actually the only team that I have left in my bracket.
And that was
the only team that I picked to go.
The one you were most unsure about.
It was. Yeah. They were the one I was most unsure about. But, at the same time, Illinois is so dominant defensively, and they are a big team. They're a veteran team. So I'm excited to see what they do. They were picked in 10.13% of brackets to make the Final Four. Now, Illinois blew out Iowa on the back of Keaton Wagler with 25 points. And like I said, they were kind of my dark horse pick. They're really dominant defensively. And go ahead. I got one more stat, but I want to hear your last game before I do that.
Yeah, that last game was also pretty dominant. Michigan just steamrolled Tennessee. They won by 33 points.
Tennessee shouldn't have even been there.
They made it pretty far. Like, you got to give them credit. But yeah, they got spanked on their way out of the tournament, 95-62. And Michigan went on a 21-0 run in the first half. So that game was over before it even started. Like, they were just, like I said, took over in the first half, and they closed the first half on a 34-10 run. So they're already up 22 points going into halftime, 48-26. They shot over 50% of the field, and they just completely bottled up Tennessee because Tennessee shot 31.6% from the field. And if you're going to be shooting that poorly, you're never going to get past that surge that Michigan had in the first half.
Right. And I was watching that game, and that's all they kept talking about was how poorly Tennessee was shooting.
Yeah.
So, again, Tennessee should never have been there in the first place. But what was Michigan's percentage to make that?
56.76% of brackets had them in the Final Four.
Okay, that's a high percentage.
Yeah,
that's a high percentage.
And I didn't have them in there. I think I had them losing to it was somebody, I can't remember. But yeah, I wasn't a Michigan believer. But you can't count them out now. They've been elite.
Here's one more stat for you guys before we move on to our predictions for the Final Four. Only 0.3358% of brackets picked all 4 teams successfully. So
wow. Yeah, if you can get the Final Four right, you know.
I think the Duke loss crushed. I think
crushed.
that destroyed that percentage.
Yeah.
But moving on to our predictions, Miles, do you want to kick us off? Our first game is number 2 UConn against number 3 Illinois.
I'm going to take UConn here.
Okay.
I think that's some good momentum going into it. And with Dan Hurley not facing any suspension right now, that would have heavily altered what I have done.
Yeah.
And so him still being there, they're going to ride that hot hand, that game winner. Like they got more mojo right now, I believe. So I'm going to take them over Illinois.
Well, because I have nobody left,
you're gonna ride with
dude. I got to ride with my dark horse.
But here's the thing: I hope Illinois does win.
I hope they do too. Genuinely, I genuinely hope that they do. I think that would be really cool for them, and I just think that they're the bigger team. They're more physical. Their defense is really dominating. I think that they're shooting really well in the paint. And I'm going to be pulling for number 3 Illinois.
Absolutely, me too. I'm sick of UConn. Get them out.
Next, we got Arizona at Michigan. 2-1 seeds going after each other. Miles, who you got?
This is going to be an elite game.
This is going to be crazy. An elite game.
I got to go with Arizona, man. I think I do. I
I like it.
I'm gonna hope that Michigan steamrolling Tennessee is gonna be the worst thing for them going into this game, because Arizona, while they definitely took control against Purdue and they won that pretty comfortably, they still were being battle tested. They're on a crazy win streak right now. So, and first Final Four in 25 years, they're gonna want to get to that champ game again. So,
I think at this point, I think this is Arizona's time.
I hope so.
I think
hope
this
you're
is
right.
Arizona's time, and I'm going to stick with you, Miles, and I'm going to take Zona.
There we go. And so that leads us to the championship game. Now, you and I have different matchups here, but I got Arizona and UConn. You got Arizona and Illinois. Are we both going to be chalk here and go with Arizona? Because I think I'm going to go with Arizona, going all the way.
I think that it's really hard to say that Illinois is going to top, because a lot of what I've been talking about here is physicality. That's what has pushed me to believe in a lot of these teams in this March Madness bracket. It's hard for me to think, though, that Illinois is going to top Arizona's physicality. So that's one of the things that I've been touting Illinois on, but I think I got to go with Zona.
Well, Arizona, they have some good playmakers too.
Now,
they can be dominant on the inside.
What's your total score guess here, Miles?
I'm going to say it's still a close game. I'm going to say it's more low scoring. I'm going to say 68-64 Arizona. That'd be a total of 132.
Okay.
So be on the lower side. We've seen a lot of like 130 to 150 ranges in the past 10 years of these championship games. I'm going to go with a lower score, 132.
All right. My total score, Miles, I got 169.
So you're gonna have a 80. You're gonna have a close game of like 85.
I think it's gonna get up into the 80s, right?
Okay.
That's how the game has been changing. It's how it's been evolving. It's why these guys are getting drafted, right? They're getting drafted because they can shoot the three ball. It's not the same that it used to be in college basketball, and that's why I made that decision.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Well, that's a fit. What did you say? 189?
169.
169.
Let's not
Okay,
not get carried. This is not
It
NBA.
could be a 90s game. 37-point difference, but it fluctuates a lot.
It's true,
So-
and you never know what's going to happen.
Well, I prefer your game over. I
right.
appreciate a defensive game, but if they're shooting the lights out,
Right.
and it's still a close game, then it's way more fun, way more energetic. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now, guys, we are going to move on to something we've never done before on the set. We've got a little bit more space. We can get up and shake these rumpuses. But that's not what we're going to be doing on set here right now. We're going to do a new segment called the Blindfold Wall Sit Challenge. Now, for this challenge, this may go terribly. I'm just going to be
break
real.
something.
Yeah, we might break something. We might be looking around on the ground for the ball. But essentially, we're going to have two players here. Myself and Miles. The John Father will be commentating. Thank you, John Father.
Yeah, I just wanted to hop in and say real quick, just make sure you don't break any of the weird wire spaghetti we got going on here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll stand here.
Yeah,
The
'cause-
shooter will stand over here so that we're a little bit further away from all the cameras. So we'll be a little bit out of camera, by the way, the shooter. However, the person defending will be blindfolded. Why we're doing it that way? Because it's funny.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. There's not really a rhyme or reason, but also because if we weren't blindfolded, this would be way too easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would just be like who can make the most shots,
So-
like with no defender.
So Miles, are you okay if I shoot first?
Go for it, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, let's set this up.
Let's get everything set up here. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, with how everything went out during the setup, if we even just hit a smidge of the wire, we are toast.
Can you see?
Nope.
The good news is that the main camera has been aces the whole time. So
Yeah. If we have to cut our losses with the personal cams, then so be it.
How does that feel?
Good.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is gonna go so good.
Now let's clarify. Where's my microphone? So are we gonna go like total windmill in terms of defending it, like, or am I gonna have to wait? Are we gonna get a countdown from the John Father, and I have to try to? I get one swat per shot.
What do you think, John?
I'm sorry. Can you run me back on those?
So
those,
what I'm asking is, since I'm defending it, should I just be like constantly swatting at it and not know when he's gonna shoot, or should we do a countdown for when he shoots and I get one swat trying to block it?
Well, here's the thing. And I know, Miles, you're a pretty big Spider-Man fan. I don't
Some
know.
would say I even am Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's actually the main issue, is that I don't think that you have the reflexes to actually defend by the time I say, or you're saying I count it down.
Yeah.
And then Jared shoots.
Yeah, and I'm trying to block it because like I could just go arms flailing and not know when he's gonna shoot.
I think a countdown is
All right.
pretty
I
fair.
think that's warranted.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you another question. Who has to get the rebound? Is it the blindfolded person? Because that would be really funny as well.
How long do you want this episode to be? It took
well-
Miles 10 minutes to get it last night, and he wasn't even blindfolded.
I didn't mean.
That's
I didn't know I was gonna catch strays from the John.
Well, I mean, I'm just answering the question.
You can like help direct me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair.
I shouldn't have to go into this blind.
Yeah,
no
well,
pun
if
intended.
it gets out of hand, like if we're spending too much time looking for the ball, I'll put an end to it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's fair.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's an old man.
Where am I in relation to the hoop? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Now hands off. Get out of here.
You know how they say be the ball, Miles? I need you to be the wall.
Be the wall.
Be the wall.
I'm gonna crouch down a little bit. Mind frame.
All right. Here we go. Young broadcaster? All right, young broadcaster. He's coming up to the court, and he's getting ready to throw his ball. It's coming out of his hands in 3, 2. Okay,
That was premature.
that was a little premature. Flag on the play.
This is basketball.
Generally,
Are you, okay.
sorry, red card. Red card.
Yes.
Generally, when we say we're gonna count down, it means you go on the last number.
Oh.
So when you say like 3, that's like a 3, 2, 1 type deal.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. I can't count to 1. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. That was a warm-up shot. That's okay. All right, we're gonna do. Here we go. Get ready, Miles. 3, 2, 1. Shoot him. Oh.
Oh, I heard the TV.
Your foot.
Okay, that was pretty quick.
We're doing 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
5 and then 1 trick shot.
1 trick shot.
1 trick shot. All right, let's see another one. This is shot number 2. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Ooh.
This is terrible.
All right.
This is.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Nope. Nope.
Don't, yeah. Don't get too close to the precious cursed wares. The cameras that will freeze at any given moment. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. Now we're going on shot number 3. We're gonna do it in the inverse now. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Shoot them. Ooh.
My closest one, I think.
Nothing. Not even net.
It's okay, Miles. It's okay.
All right. You're up to your 4th shot, Jared.
Oh,
All right.
oh for 3.
Miles, I'm gonna let you count it down this time.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. You hit one.
Did it go in?
Yes.
I couldn't see it from here.
There's camera footage.
The camera got it. Okay,
Here's
Miles.
a little bitch.
Bleep.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh wait, yeah, whatever. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and shoot him. Ooh, that was a clean one. Nothing but net.
All right. Trick shot.
All right, yeah, give me 1 trick shot. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can. I can't get it on the other camera. Okay, so Jared is He's sideways. He's gonna toss it under his leg.
Are you ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Send it. Oh, that went right in.
That's got to be worth at least
Yeah,
2.
that's gonna be worth 2. I hate to say. I know we're making up rules as we go, but I'm afraid there's simply no way that's not worth 2 points.
All right. Crown the man.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay.
I like how you guys with the bandanas on just look like characters from San Andreas.
So he was right. You were right here.
Yeah. He was about there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less.
All right. You know where you are?
Okay, Jared, get your hands off the. Yeah, okay.
Am I close enough?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're
I mean, you were just touching it. Don't try to con us. Are you sure you can't see through the bottom of that?
I cannot.
Okay. All right, Miles, give it to me in 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. Okay, it's touching your leg. Yeah, just stand. Hold strong, brother.
Did he make it?
No, not even close.
Okay.
Okay, it was a little close.
Yeah, that's not necessary.
All right.
It's just, Miles is just catching straight right, left.
All right.
Are you ready, Jared?
Yep.
Shoot.
Right, to your left.
Well, I feel like I almost feel guilty about making you count it down because Jared's defense strategy is so much better.
Yeah.
Where he just puts his arms out and starts waving them like an infant.
The one clean swat. Okay. All right.
All right, Jared, I'm gonna count it down. I hope you're ready, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2. Oh man, what do you mean?
What was that?
No, I counted down. I counted down to 3 and then 2.
We're honest now.
I think it's just because
Did you
you.
make it?
I think it's because you're blindfolded that you're hearing things out of order.
So that was number 3.
That was number 3, yeah. Or was that 2?
No, that was number 3.
Oh, you're sure it wasn't the second? Okay. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead, Miles. All right. In 3, 2, and shoot. Oh,
Did you make it? No.
it bounced right off the rim.
I think he adjusted the aerodynamics in this room.
All right. Okay, so now we're on to shot number 5. Here we go. Give it to me, Miles. Show me something good. 3, 2, 1. LeBron.
Oh my god. That almost went in too.
So now it's technically impossible, but what I'll do is I'll give you one shot, Miles. If you put on the blindfold and then make the shot, I'll give you 3 points.
Can I block it still? Here. I'm so sorry.
You can block it if you want, but you have to close your eyes and you have to go off vibes.
So no countdown?
No, it's already hard enough to make it.
Okay. No countdown.
No countdown. So ridiculous. Oh, it went in.
No, it did not.
It didn't. No, I'm just kidding.
Miles does the wall sit. Oh my god.
So, for those of you that do not know, the punishment, because we explained this terribly, the punishment is that the loser has to do a wall sit for the entire next segment. So, Miles is going to be doing a wall sit right here in a real good spot. We may have to.
Just real quick, there, Jared. What exactly is a wall sit? In case anybody at home doesn't know.
Oh, we'll show you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really glad I don't have to do this wall sit right now. My legs feel so nice and rested.
You know, the real heartbreaking part about this is now the camera just doesn't even matter.
For this specific segment, that is correct. How you doing, Miles?
Oh, I'm good. Let's get the show on the road.
You look good up there, actually.
Shut up.
Nah, that seems like a good...
All right. NBA playoffs. Let's go. We're getting down to the wire here.
All right, NBA. Okay, so Miles, we are going to talk about the 11 days that are left in the NBA season.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to cover the West. I'm going to cover the East, as per the usual, right? You're a Suns fan. I am a Celtics fan. If you guys couldn't tell, Miles has yet to bring in his Suns gear. So we're still waiting on that.
Mm-hmm.
However, Miles, are you really struggling that bad, Miles?
No, I'm fine. It's just hot in here.
It's a little toasty. Your hair's falling down in your face.
I know.
Yeah,
It's that blow dryer you gave me earlier.
if you sat a little bit lower, it might not be so weird.
Oh, lower. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Okay. All right. Let's go.
this is very fun for me.
Yeah.
Okay, at number 10, I'll do 10 to 6, and then you can do 10 to 6 for the West. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 10, I got the Hornets coming in at 40 and 36. Hornets have kind of been sitting in that 10 spot for a long time this season.
They've been wall sitting in that spot.
They've been wall sitting in that spot for a long time this season. They've just kind of been hovering around that 10 spot in and out. At number 9, I got Miami coming in at 40 and 36. Same thing, tied there with the Hornets. Then Orlando at number 8 at 40 and 35. The Sixers at 41 and 34. Dual threat bet team tonight, by the way. Or excuse me, this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we got the Raptors coming in at 42 and 33. Now, the thing about the East is that they're significantly less competitive
Yeah.
than the West has been this season. And Miles can tell us a little bit more about that. So, Miles, give us your 10 through 6.
All right, number 10, Golden State, sitting at 36 and 40. They've been decimated with injury this year, but the man, the myth, the legend, Steph Curry is coming back. So they are not in danger of missing the play-in. I think they're ahead by like 10 games. So they are securing that. It's just a matter of whether they're going to move up.
Crack?
Huh?
Is that a little voice crack?
No, no, don't worry about it. So they would have to catch Portland at number 9, who is above 500 at 39 and 38. And they are right on the heels of the Clippers. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, you can't
Okay.
come out of the wall sit, Miles.
I know. I'm going back down.
What's happening here?
So yeah, they are on the heels of the Clippers, who are at 39 and 37. That's half a game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and then Phoenix is sitting at 42 and 34. They've had some struggles this past month, losing some games, but Dylan Brooks is back. Mark Williams is coming back, so I doubt they're going to be making a push for number 6 because Minnesota has a comfortable 4-game lead at 46 and 29.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Now, there is one team in your top 5 that I do actually want to spend just a little bit of time on. I know you're in pain. I apologize for that. But also, I'm glad that I won. Coming in at number 5 in the East, we got the Hawks at 43 and 33. Kuminga has really done wonders for Atlanta this season. Since that trade, he's really come out of his shell. It's been really fun to see. So I'm keeping out. I'll hold out hope for Atlanta. Oh, Miles.
Oh my God.
At number 5, we got at number 4, we got the Cavs coming in at 47 and 29. This is the worst wall sit I've ever seen in my
You
life.
should feel
Miles.
my thighs right now.
90 degrees, bud. 90 degrees.
Okay. Go.
Right. Cavs are coming in at 47 and 29. They kind of took off this season after the James Harden trade, and I think that they're definitely going to be a serious contender as we get into the Eastern Conference. Eastern
The
playoffs.
Cavs are coming in pretty strong right now.
Oh man.
Fuck you
Let's
guys.
see these babies.
No.
Nah, they still need some work. These Cavs are at risk of missing the playoffs. Actually.
Oh my God.
At number 3, we got the Knicks at 48 and 28. They were on the heels of the Celtics at number 2 for a long time this season, but the Celtics have begun to pull away since Jason Tatum's return. Celtics are sitting at 50 and 25. And they, you may not believe it, but are kind of on the heels of Detroit at number 1, who are 55-21, but have dropped quite a few games recently as they themselves have been kind of decimated with injury. So, Miles, who do you have? Oh, by the way, those top 3 teams have all clinched their playoff spot 100%.
Oh my God, good for them.
Miles,
Okay.
Miles, who you got at number in your top 5?
Yeah, number 5, got a 1-game lead on Minnesota, is the Houston Rockets at 47-29. They've kind of had a slippery slope this past couple of weeks too. Oh my God. And they are 2 games behind the number 4 seed Denver Nuggets, who have clinched the playoffs.
You can't hold yourself up, Miles.
I'm not doing that. Denver just clinched the playoffs this past week, and they... At number 3, the Lakers have also clinched the playoffs at 50-26.
So this is a team that I want to chat about for a second.
Oh my God.
think that they are a dark horse in the West. They recently just signed Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
He wanted to come back. He felt like there was a need for him to play with a contender. Luka Doncic has been on fire even with the suspension. This is unacceptable, Miles. Unacceptable form here. And LeBron is obviously LeBron, right? Who you got at number 2?
Number 2, we got the Spurs. They've clinched the playoffs for a while now, 58-18. They have no worry of losing that number 2 seed because it's all about the number 1 with OKC at 60-16. Whoo, man, this West playoffs is crazy, guys. Jesus. Oh,
Who you got at number 1, Miles?
I got OKC at number 1.
Nice. All right, moving on to our predictions. So we have quite a few predictions actually for this week. We got 12 of them, which I'm sure makes Miles really happy as he's hanging out on this wall. And actually, if you could believe it, we could have just gone with the 3 games that were going on Saturday, but Miles wanted to do the full 12. So that makes this even better. So we're going to do Friday and Saturday night's games. Miles, who you got for our first game? Boston at Milwaukee.
Boston.
All right, me too, baby. All right, Indiana at Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm taking the Pacers. We got Minnesota at Philly.
Minnesota.
Minnesota? Me too, man. Nice job. Then we got Atlanta at Brooklyn. What are you doing?
Brooklyn.
Really? Dude, Kuminga's on fire. We're going with Atlanta.
He's got to get put out.
Okay, then we got the Bulls at the Knicks. What you got?
Knicks.
That's right.
Playing well.
Jazz at the Rockets.
Rockets.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll take the Rockets as well. KD, he's looking pretty good over there. Toronto at the Grizzlies.
Toronto.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe I'll go with Toronto as well.
Oh my God.
Orlando at the Mavericks.
Magic.
Yep, me too. New Orleans Pelicans at the Kings.
Pelicans.
Really? I'm going to go with the Kings on this one. I'm feeling an upset coming on.
You're dangerous.
All right, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
We got the Wizards at the Miami Heat.
The Heat.
Oh, yeah, me too. Spurs at... This is a tough game, actually. Spurs at Denver.
Nuggets.
Nuggets? Really? Oh, no way, dude. I'm taking San Antonio.
Nuggets.
Wemby's a beast right now. That is probably the MVP right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then finally, we got Detroit.
Oh, real quick, Jared.
John,
Sixers.
please.
John, what do you got?
You got something like just kind of on your
You guys are sick in
it's
the
just
head.
right, a little to the left, down, and
I got it.
Yeah,
I got
okay,
it.
there
I
it
got
is.
it.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. Where were we again? Were we
last game.
at Friday? No,
Saturday, last game.
Okay. All right.
Detroit at Philly.
It's Detroit at Philly. Yeah.
Detroit.
Interesting. Really? You
Detroit,
think
yes.
so? Can you tell me why?
Well, it's Detroit because I think they have the better roster right now, and they've been playing better. I think they're
Wow.
better coached as well.
That's very insightful, Miles.
Yes.
All right, on to our next segment. Would you rather? And I bet Miles would rather sit in his chair right now than on the ground, but I'm not sure that his legs are going to let him get up. Do you need some help?
good job, Miles. We're all really proud of you.
I'm very proud of you. This is an interesting. I don't know how I feel about. It's a little emasculating, don't you think?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me adjust the. There,
Hi, guys.
there he is.
Nice.
How you doing there, Miles?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Do you want to sit in your chair again? Oh,
I don't know if I can stand up. Okay.
okay, let's. You did great. You did better than I ever could have hoped to do myself.
Oh. Oh. Sitting on the toilet tomorrow is going to be a chore.
Jared, you have a message, a young broadcaster from chat. User Marla asks, are you going to speak on the big things you had coming up last episode?
Oh, that's right. So I was going to speak on some big things. We've had some big changes in our personal life.
Yes.
Miles and I both, actually.
Yeah.
And so I would like to speak on some of the things in my personal life. So for those of you that may not know, if you've seen Marla in the chat a lot, she gives us tons of love. I would say she's probably our number one fan.
By far.
Yeah, biggest supporter. Really appreciate you, baby. That is my new fiance. We recently got engaged. Yes, thank you. We recently got engaged in Santa Cruz on the beach. It was beautiful. Sun was going down. Marla cried. I cried. It was a beautiful moment, and I'm so grateful to my new fiance, and I love her so much. So thank you to Marla.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much.
It was really sweet. The videos and the pictures, and you had told me about it a while ago too. And
I let you know before I was
floored. I'm like, this is crazy.
I didn't even tell you. I was just like, hey, guess what? And then I sent you a picture of the ring.
Yeah. You just kind of like dropped that on me, but yeah, it was really sweet. I'm happy for you guys. And yeah, the video, I mean, you were inconsolable. Marla was holding it together. She was like, yeah, and this is cool.
Classic.
And yeah.
Right.
But yeah, again,
I am a
happy
big
for you guys.
crier, you know.
Yeah. But congratulations.
Thank
you. It's just wild. I'm at that point in my life where my friends are going to get married. So,
you also have some news for us, Miles. Are you willing? Talk about that a little bit.
For her privacy, I won't say who it is, but during the week that we didn't post last week for my spring break, I went to visit somebody who I've been friends with for a long time, and we had been talking, and it had been going really well. So we wanted to see each other just to see like how it would work in person, and it went really well. You know, I have liked her for a long time, so it was very surreal that like she even feels the same way about me. But yeah, so we hung out. It went really well, and we got the label on it now, so we are official.
Sheesh.
I remember the timeline, but you got engaged before I got a girlfriend, so in my life.
I am like what 5-6 years older than you, so
yeah.
But
I mean, like,
it's fine.
You'd think at like 23, I would at least have had one relationship.
You know what, Miles? That just means that you're. Maybe I'm not going to say that.
It's fine.
You know,
I'm
Miles,
a big crier.
You were saving yourself for the right person. That's all that means, Miles.
And she is very right for me.
Yeah,
I like her a lot. So
good.
I'm happy that we're able to make this work and see this through with each other. And I'll be seeing her soon too. So
right on. Well, let's see if we can get some of these would you rather's to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
let's do it. One is on theme with what you just shared with your wedding. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Miles did ask me ahead of time. He's like, "Hey, is the wedding off limits?" And I said, "Is Marla going to be mad?" So that was the only question that I asked him.
I don't think she'll be mad at this.
Okay.
But
just know that it's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the heat for this. So
All right.
I guess I'll start. Okay. So, would you rather proclaim your penis size in your wedding vows, or shit your pants during the ceremony? And you can't go and change. You just gotta live with the brown.
This is not clippable. This is not clippable. You know what, man? I think I gotta shit my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shitting my pants because at least like if I do that, it's probably people are probably like, oh man, he obviously couldn't control that.
Yeah.
You know. But if I openly declare that,
You can't control that either, though.
control what? No, but I can control openly declaring it to the entire reception.
Well, you don't want to make everybody feel bad about themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Mhm.
That's really what it is. Yeah, thanks. You know what?
Yeah.
Shout out to the John Father. But yeah, dude, I think I got to shit
I
myself.
figured you'd pick that one.
Yeah.
You
Like,
could always
like
do
I said, like I
both.
said, I could just be like, I can't control my bowels. Actually, I'm actually incontinent. Is that how? Is that yeah?
Incontinent. Yeah.
Incontinent. Yeah.
Mhm. There are 7 of them. You can be anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. I could be in
Yeah.
any of them.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, Miles. Would you rather send a risky text to the wrong person, or get left on red by the right one after sending a risky text?
Well, I'd rather get left unopen.
Really?
Sending it to the right person. Well, yeah, because then it would be like, John disagrees.
I also kind of
because-
disagree with John. I think I'd rather send the accident
then-
because you can explain that one away and be like, that really wasn't meant for you. I'm so sorry. But like,
Okay, but then if-
if you get left on red by the right person, they weren't the right person.
Yeah, exactly. That's my rationale. It's like,
Yeah, but that's way more embarrassing. I
But
feel like.
what do you qualify as like the wrong person?
Okay. How about this? You sent the risky text to your boss. You can explain that away,
I see.
but you cannot. You like, what are you gonna do when you send it to the person that you wanted to send it to? It's just like, and they don't reciprocate. It's like, okay, well, that's over, and that hurts way more.
Well, my brain immediately kind of just went into like casino mode where I'm like, well, you know, low risk, high return on sending it to the wrong person. Because, you know, like you said, you're like, oh, well, I don't even care, really. Like, that wasn't who I meant to. But on the off chance that it works, I mean, you know, any port in a storm.
You know,
that's the wisdom we've been needing.
I got nothing left for that. I appreciate the input though. All right,
I'm
Miles.
sticking with my guns.
All right. Hey,
send-
yeah, you know, to each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, to each their own.
Okay.
All right, what you got next?
Would you rather get me and John tattooed on each butt cheek or tattoo Stevie's face on your neck, but you have to do it yourself?
Can I get all 3?
You could. You could. Whose face do you think would be more painful to get, me or John?
John's got more facial hair.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah, it's the facial hair, I think,
Yeah.
for sure.
But then, like, if you get my mustache, you might need to get, like, the most extra thin needle to
Is
do
that not
it.
a fake one?
No.
Just
I stopped going to Party City a long time ago. But, yeah, John would definitely hurt more.
I think it's John's face for sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
and the viewers don't even know what John's face looks like.
We're going to remain
Just
anonymous on
know
that.
that it would be a painful tattoo. That's how do you describe what John looks like? It would be a painful tattoo.
So which one are you picking?
I said all 3.
You would tattoo Stevie on your neck, like doing it yourself.
Actually, to be completely honest, I really don't want anything on my neck. So
Yeah.
I'd probably just get you and John on my butt cheeks.
Okay,
I think Marla would be upset though.
Oh.
Yeah.
which cheek? Who's taking which cheek?
I thought it was one on each.
My face on one, his face on the other.
Well, yeah, I can't put you both on. I mean, well, actually, you know what would be kind of a cool tattoo though? If I got all 3 of our faces in like the 2-point perspective thing, and it was just like our heads, kind of like the Three Stooges, just above the 2-point perspective. I'm
On
just
your
saying.
butt?
I mean, I just as a tattoo, but I mean, I guess if it's got to go there.
I think I understand where you're coming from, Jared, because I think the last thing Marla wants is for mine and Miles's face to be looking up at her when she's going
Right.
to work on you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. Yeah. I mean, that's where my mind immediately went, right? Of course. I got nothing for that. You leave me speechless every time, John Father.
Well, you got another would you rather.
All right, Miles. Would you rather someone say you've changed or you're exactly the same in the same tone? You want me to give it to you? So like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you've changed. Or You're exactly the same.
I feel like if somebody said you've changed, it would make me spiral more, because then I'd be like, well, what am I, like, how? And I'd do like a lot of reflecting. If somebody was just like, what was the exact wording again? You're the same.
You're exactly the same.
Yeah. Then I'd be like, yeah. What about it?
You know what, Miles? For me, for myself, I feel like growth is really important, and there's a point in our lives where we outgrow people, and maybe they don't always like that. And so for myself, I think I'd rather them tell me you've changed, and I'll be like, sounds like I agree with you, and you don't like that.
Well, I mean, it depends on like the context, of course. Like if you're
Oh.
if they're giving a reason as to
If
how,
anyone's
then
anyone's saying that to you, they're probably a dick anyway. So
yeah.
yeah.
But like, I want to be authentically myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's like, you're the same, and I'm like, yeah. And yet you're still standing here. But
I feel like you can both be you've changed and you're exactly the same and still be authentically yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in that.
that one was kind of deep.
It was kind of deep. I know. I felt that one in my soul. Yeah.
Okay, bonus one, and this is like an age-old would you rather. And John, do you have some for us? Okay. This is, I'm sure you've been asked this or you've seen this question, but I think it is interesting to talk about. Would you rather know how you die or when you die? I think there's only one right answer.
I feel like they both suck because if you know when you die, then you might not be living your life to the fullest. But you could also say the same for how you die, right? Because if you know how you die,
You're going to live in fear.
then you're gonna live in fear. Yeah, I feel like it's a double-edged sword either way, and I'd just rather not know either, to be completely honest.
I would rather know when, because
Interesting.
then I could like try to do all the things.
Well, I guess that's
want.
true because if you're gonna die young, like,
Yeah,
dude, I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow. I'm gonna go do all the fun things that I possibly can.
But if I know how I die and it's like in a car crash, I'm going to be fearful to ever drive, get in a car, even be near a street for
Yeah.
the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think what's that have you guys ever seen the Time Traveler's Wife?
No.
So it's a movie about this guy. It's actually a rom-com, or not even a com. It's just a romance movie about this guy that it's uncontrollable, but he travels through time into different periods. And when he time travels, he like loses all of his clothes, and it's like a whole thing. But he stays within kind of like his own realm of like his own world. So he actually like ends up meeting his wife as like a really young girl, and which is kind of weird, right? But he fell in love with her as an adult, but he goes back in time. He like ends up meeting her as like a little girl. Yeah, it kind of gets weird. But the whole thing is that he ends up finding out when he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He ends up like getting. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you if anyone decides to watch it, but he ends up finding out how he's gonna die, and then he kind of like keeps that to himself and just tries to like live his life to his fullest up until that point. But then as he gets closer to that date, he like starts to become really, really depressed, and like it becomes a whole thing. And so I don't know. I think that when I think about that question, that's like where I kind of get to. So yeah.
Insightful. Yeah. John, your turn, my guy. What do you got for us?
Okay. I got how many do you guys want from me? Because I got a few.
Let's do two.
Yeah, two. is
Two?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just do one for each of you then.
Okay.
Of the two of you, which one is more into music?
I like music.
But between me and
But
him,
Miles
Yeah.
plays guitar, so let's go with Miles.
You're more of a music guy, Miles.
yeah. I mean, like I wouldn't.
He's
I'm
a
more
musician.
involved.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
I wouldn't. That's
But
a.
you like
a hefty
love
title.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Miles, would you rather have every band just be like a worse version of Pearl Jam, and like that's like the metric in which you like everybody gauges like new albums or like new groups or music that comes out is like how close to Pearl Jam they are, and like everyone's always just comparing it to Pearl Jam? Or would you rather have every important life decision that you make have to go through the approval of like a really moody goose, and like the goose, it doesn't speak English really, and you don't know how to communicate with it. You kind of just have to like get your point across and like your reasoning to the goose to the best of your ability, and hope that the goose is like on board and like
Picking up what you're putting down.
yeah, and like gives you like the thumbs up basically.
I like this one.
Well, talk about a goose chase here. I mean, every life decision.
Every major life decision.
I wouldn't. Well, I would mind, but if people were comparing my favorite band to a worse version of Pearl Jam, it would just be. I would just be like, oh, you guys don't understand. Like, I could take that.
You'd be the only person though, so you'd be like alone.
That's fine.
Okay.
If I still enjoy it, then it's not a big deal. But yeah, the almighty goose
That's a little
deciding
much
like what car I'm gonna buy, or what mortgage I'm gonna try to get.
Yeah.
Can you reenact how the goose would confirm or deny?
No,
Okay.
I cannot.
Okay, well I would need a basis. So yeah, I'll just go with the Pearl Jam one.
Podcasts are generally an audio medium, and I'm not getting on camera, so without like the visual, it would just be me making goose noises for like 30 to 45
They
seconds.
could think you're a goose for all we know.
John, what you got next?
Okay. Okay, Jared, this one is for you.
I'm scared.
Okay, would you rather have your internal monologue replaced by John Madden, like the voice of John Madden, and he commentates on it in the same way that John Madden would? So like, sparsely insightful, mostly just kind of saying what's happening, or have your inner conscience be replaced by the character Frank Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Give me John Madden.
That quick, huh?
Oh yeah, give me John Madden.
You wouldn't want the
That's
old...
basically what it sounds like up there anyway. It's like basically the same.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more reasoning, but yeah, it's just John. There's just like he's just drawing all over the place up there. Just squiggles.
That's good. Miles, do you feel like I gave Jared too easy of a would you rather?
Give me another one. Bring it on.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, this is kind of relevant in your life right now, because you're taking a step forward into a new chapter of your life. So let's assume down the road, after you and Marla are married, and you just bought your new house.
Oh,
okay?
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miles. Yeah.
We'll
I
say for
wish.
this particular one, you haven't gotten married yet. It's the wedding is still in the future though. Like,
But we do have the house.
but you still bought the house.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather all of your exes form a homeowners association that governs your new house that you just put all of like your equity into, by the way, and the market, the bubble just popped too. So selling is not really a feasible option if you want to at least still have some assets.
Okay.
Or have all of your future mistakes arrive as your wedding invitations to the guests.
Man, that homeowners association is gonna hate me, man. They're gonna hate me. And I mean, if they can't kick me out, right? I can't even sell right now.
Yeah, but they'll probably be, they're gonna be crappy to you. They're gonna
catch these hands.
they're gonna leave like passive aggressive notes. They're gonna like call the cops on you. That'll like come in like once a week. They're gonna come out and like knock on your door and be like, "We got a call from your neighbors again."
I'll just make friends with them. It's fine.
With
Be
the
like,
cops?
be like, you want a beer or what? Like, you want to come in? I'll just make a plan. I'll schedule it. The weekly cops showing up at my doorstep. It's fine. You know, I'll paint the house whatever color I want. Make sure I park everything out on the sidewalk. You know what? I'll just lean into it because if they're gonna be pissy anyway, I might as well have a good time, right? Decorate my whole house for every single holiday.
Sure.
It'll be St. Patrick's Day, and I'll have friggin' 4-leaf clovers all over the place and little leprechaun statues. I don't know. We'll do something like that.
Marla also says she can fight, so you're not alone.
Dude, that's...
She's threatened my life before.
Yeah. You know what? When it's me and Marla, we can tackle anything.
Oh,
How about that?
a little sports reference too.
Yeah. Hey, John Father. The live just needs a little love here on our
For TikTok,
our little TikTok live
you just
camera.
gotta put a
here.
little puzzle piece into the puzzle, and then it'll keep going.
Yeah, it's real simple. It's very annoying. After an hour, I know these TikTok lives. That was very ominous behind the producer desk over there. Nice. It's a good face.
But in the meantime,
Yeah, you want
we
to
move on
Yeah, man, let's move on to the NFL.
to the NFL. Yeah, so we've got some pretty interesting stories about a couple of players.
Including, I'm sorry, I wanted to I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
you're fine.
something big happened today.
Yeah, something did. Yeah.
Okay, I just
Talking about
didn't
Kirk
I just didn't-
Cousins?
Yes, I just didn't want to forget about that.
Yeah. So we can throw that in at the end, or if you want to take it, throw it in wherever you would like.
Okay.
But it was pretty crazy. But to start, Puka Nacua hasn't been a stranger when it comes to the headlines, and the most recent one is pretty damning if it came out to be true. He is being sued by a woman of the name of Madison Atiabi. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Who alleged that he made an anti-Semitic remark, and he's not a stranger to that either. He's done an anti-Semitic thing here, like a couple of times in the past.
He's probably averaging once a month right now.
Yeah, we're at that point now, and alleged that he physically bit her during a New Year's Eve gathering in Los Angeles. She claimed both verbal and physical misconduct, including biting that left marks.
Angel dust is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to that too.
Oh, really?
Well, not
that was
for
a joke.
not for that specifically, but just like in terms of what he's been using substance and stuff. But Nakua's lawyer denied the anti-Semitic remark and described any bite as horseplay. So that you know how lawyers talk. So the lawsuit includes accusations of assault, battery, negligence, and gender-based violence, and a hearing was scheduled for April 14th. So that's coming up in under 2 weeks. A temporary restraining order has been filed and later withdrawn, and it's adding complexity to public perception of the case's credibility. And to tie it all together, we've seen videos of Puka getting very drunk. I know that there was that whole thing about him calling out Sam Darnold or something over Twitter, and videos of just him being very inebriated. So as of April 1st, reports indicate that Nacua has checked into a rehab facility in Malibu. He's addressing personal issues and, these off-the-field controversies, and he's getting scrutinized a lot in the public. I'm sure that has something to do with it. So he's trying to work that out and better his well-being. So I have not been a fan of his recently. I think he's doing a lot of stupid shit, stuff that should be avoided, but I respect the initiative to take that accountability and go get treatment if he really is struggling with something like that, because that's something that will really get in the way of his career if he's not treating that.
Is he holding himself accountable, or is the team that's paying him millions of dollars and his lawyer and his agent?
And yeah, those are good
Are
points.
they holding him accountable? I've been pretty disappointed with Puka Nacua as well. I mean, arguably one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in the league. And we're seeing this more and more at, oddly enough, this position, where these wide receivers are just ruining their careers right and left. We've seen it with quite a few guys this season. And, it's starting to become very, very clear and evident that wide receivers are the divas of the league. And it's becoming, frankly, from a fan perspective, annoying.
Very annoying.
These guys are getting paid top dollar. And it's always the number one wide receiver, too. These guys are already getting paid top dollar. They're not even fighting for a contract. And they can't hold it together on the street for a couple months while they're in the off season. And then even during this season, we've seen a couple of these guys just completely throwing away their careers. That's embarrassing. And it's gross. And frankly, I'm kind of sick of it. So I don't feel that bad for him.
I don't feel that bad for him either. I mean, he's doing this to himself.
He
You
is.
bring up the good points of like the external factors pushing him to do it. And we don't know that. I'm sure that like they are urging that, lawyers, teams, any staff. But like if he's able to, and I highly doubt we'll ever know this. And even if he comes out and says that it was all him, who knows if it's even true.
Right.
But like that, being an addict and going to rehab, you gotta at least have some sort of semblance of like, I need to do this for myself to get better. And if he's in that mindset, then like good for him to take that initiative. So
We got a couple of messages in from the chat. Editor Ethan says they would be surprised if the NFL does anything towards Puka, and also that WR and CB are both divas.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I don't think the league is going to do anything to Puka. I mean, he's kind of the face of the wide receivers in the league right now, which is semi embarrassing to some degree. And I just feel like the wide receiver position is becoming something kind of gross, and I just don't really like it anymore.
no, and it's been pretty much ever since Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
It's just been going downhill.
Mhm.
So yeah, very unfortunate, but what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Well, up for me, I've got Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts has been facing a lot of criticism for being uncoachable, resisting offensive scheme changes, and having strained relationships within the organization of the Philadelphia Eagles, including with wide receiver A.J. Brown. And we've seen a lot of A.J., again, we're talking about a diva here, but in a wide receiver. But A.J. Brown has not been getting the ball. That's a top wide receiver right there. They're paying him top dollar money, and Jalen Hurts is not throwing him the ball, even when he is wide open. And I don't even think necessarily at this point that it's him that's being underutilized by the scheme. I think that it's Jalen Hurts who is going in there, changing the play at the line, and not following up on the play that the coach is giving him. In fact, it's even been said here that he has been known to show really poor body language in the facility, on the field, just really talking a lot of shit, as well as again changing the play at the line. And this is a guy that has had 6 offensive coordinators in 6 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, who's the common denominator, right? Who's the common denominator? And I would like to think, to be completely honest, that this is, gosh, why am I blanking on the name? Head coach
Nick Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni,
Mhm.
right? But at the same time, it sounds like Jalen Hurts is the problem from everything that I'm seeing right now, which is, it's unfortunate. I really liked Jalen Hurts when he was coming out of college. I've liked him as the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. I think that he's a little bit overhyped sometimes. I think a lot of that has to do with Philly fans specifically. But apparently it was so bad that the team actually had the team chief security officer go to Jalen Hurts for an intervention, because his attitude and just the energy that he was bringing to the team was so poor.
Yeah.
And the Eagles have not even a little bit hesitated to put the blame on him.
Yeah. Well, and another thing too, and forgive me if you already said this, but he refuses to even go under center.
Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
he's refusing a whole element of the offense
Right.
that can rely on the run game and play action. And if he's refusing to do that,
Which you have to have in today's
have to
NFL.
have-
You have to be
yeah.
able to trick the offense.
yeah,
Or excuse me, the defense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's just to limit it like that. I think is very selfish.
Who's the coach here, man?
Right.
Who's the coach?
Right. Yeah. So the carousel, the revolving door of coordinators, and even before like he got to the NFL, he's been in college 1 year, 1 out with these coordinators too. So, but despite all that, he still has had success, and I agree with you that he is overhyped. He has not blossomed into the thrower of the football that I thought
No.
he could be. And that is really unfortunate because I did really like Jalen Hurts. I respected him, but
And I think that the Eagles have found success despite Jalen Hurts.
yes,
They found success in their run game. They found with Saquon, right? They found success with their defense. Obviously, this last season, they lost some key players, right? And they lost some coordinators. These are things that happen when you win a Super Bowl, or even when you go to a Super Bowl. But I just think that they have won in spite of Jalen Hurts. But moving on, we want to talk about some NFL rule changes.
Yeah.
So the NFL league meeting happened recently, right here before the draft, and we're going to be talking about the draft in the next couple weeks. But the NFL made 6 new rule changes, and I'm just going to run through them really quick, Miles, and then
go
if there's
for it.
anything we want to cover after, we can just hop onto them.
yeah, go for it.
But onside kicks at any time. So this is a change from last season where you had to be trailing
In the fourth quarter.
in the fourth quarter to be able to make an onside kick. Now you still have to announce that you're going to do that.
I still don't like that.
I also don't like that. I think it takes what's the point then?
Yeah.
Right. Then next, eliminating midfield kickoff loopholes. So this is to stop teams from kicking the ball out of bounds, as well as stop teams from not returning the ball. So touchbacks will now be placed at the 20-yard line. The kickoff alignment tweaks. Let me see. The receiving team is now only required to have 5 players at the line instead of 6. Then we got the officiating safety net. So the NFL officiating headquarters in New York will now be correcting clear and obvious mistakes made by the officiating team. I love that one. I think that's
too.
huge. And then they will also be consultating on ejections. So league personnel can now consult with on-field refs to disqualify players for flagrant fouls, even if a flag was not thrown.
So yeah, big one brought up with that is the DK Metcalf situation,
Right.
punching the fan. Wasn't called on the field. He could still get ejected from that. I like that rule too.
Yeah. Yep. I think that the officiating safety net is huge, right? We've seen tons and tons of missed calls, and it has gotten gross over the years. So I'm glad to see that the NFL is putting some more effort, and even Roger Goodell said that they're putting a lot of effort into correcting officiating this season. So happy to see that.
Been a huge issue.
And finally, I want to talk about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
So the Raiders have the number 1 overall pick this season. They're obviously going to take Fernando Mendoza, right? Kirk Cousins is not going to be a long-term deal, but now the Raiders don't have this pressure in signing him to I'm so sorry, to start Fernando Mendoza right out the gate, right?
Yeah.
They can give him a little bit of time. They can work on building up that offensive line a little bit, and then when he's ready, then they can put him in. And I think that Kirk Cousins is a great
Bridge.
I think he's a great bridge to lead that team into the next phase of their life, which is going to be Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
So
I think he'll give you a better level of competency as opposed to Geno Smith. And we talk about this ad nauseum about these rookie quarterbacks getting shell shocked.
Right.
When they're going in. That offensive line was atrocious, and they've made moves. They made a lot of moves this offseason. They're getting aggressive, which I really like.
Right, we talked about that. Nine new players that they signed.
Yeah, and even then, they're still not going to be tempted to throw Mendoza out there because obviously that's what the fans are going to want.
Right.
Like they want to see it. I want to see it, but
Right. We all do.
you know,
We'll catch it in the preseason.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But to have that bridge, I do think, you know, Tom Brady being involved there, Clint Kubiak, I think this is very calculated. I think it's smart. And, you know, the whole logistics of it was really interesting about like the whole 5-year, but it's really a 1-year, you know, like it's very strange, but I think it is still a good move. Kirk Cousins still has some juice left to be played. And I think he knows his role now. I think there's a reason why it took him this long to sign because nobody was going to give him that starter contract in terms of like, you're the answer for this year. He could be done by Halloween for all we know. So,
well, I love the move too. I think it's a great move by the Raiders. I think that Tom Brady is doing a great job over there in Las Vegas, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the Raiders. Maybe in the next couple of years, maybe it will be their year finally, Miles. Maybe it will be finally their year.
In that AFC West, man.
I will tell you whose year it wasn't, though.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger Woods. I'm so sorry. My mind is just out of here today. Yeah, it is not Tiger Woods' year. Another DUI for this man. And you know, whenever we get a DUI, guys, we got to do stat line or DUI. So, Miles. By the way, did you see the pictures of his car?
No, but I saw his mugshot.
Oh, it was messed up, dude.
Do we know exactly what it was? Because did he refuse the breathalyzer or
pills?
Yeah,
I think he said that he's going back to rehab.
Oh my god.
So yeah, man. God.
And he was getting amped up for the Masters, wasn't he?
I know.
Like
I know
he can't get out of his own way.
He revitalized his career for what?
Yeah,
and
just to throw it away.
And you're a millionaire. You can't afford a driver.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No way.
Charlie doesn't have his license by now. Come on, your son could be driving you too.
Dude, all I'm saying is that if I was a multi-millionaire like that, I would never drive myself again.
No, never.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Stat line or DUI, Miles? If you guys don't remember how stat line or DUI works, we name a stat, and the other person has to guess whether it's a stat line or a DUI. So Miles, 0.416.
I sure hope that's not a DUI. I'm gonna go with stat line. I'm gonna say it's a shooting percentage for somebody.
Okay. This is a sad one, actually. I'm sorry to start out with this one.
Oh boy.
But this was how Amy Winehouse passed away, actually. So a little bit sad there. But that
was it in a drunk driving accident, or was that her blood alcohol level when she died?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Sorry. Really sad. It was the one I could find.
Oh god. Yeah. That is sad.
It's real. Honestly, it's really hard to find the DUIs in here. I'm gonna be.
It is.
It's
like
really hard to find that information.
Well, because then you got to get creative a little bit. I won't spoil like what. Well, okay. I'll just get it.
Sorry, I made this awkward. Miles,
No,
go.
it's fine.
Why don't you say yours?
0.1.
0.1?
Mm-hmm.
That's a stat line.
That was Tobey Maguire's 5th DUI.
Oh, 5th?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
It's the Dark Spider-Man in him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got the symbiote on. Can't swing through the city, my guy.
Wow, 5?
5.
Holy cow. Dang, that's crazy. All right, Miles. Well, similar. 0.15.
I'll go stat line.
Kevin Hart, 2013, baby.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. He is a smaller guy, so it won't take that much.
All right, Miles, what you got?
0.08.
0.08.
Right on the brink of it.
Dang, that's a stat line.
That is Lindsay Lohan's 5th DUI.
Dang. All right, I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
You got some 5s.
Yeah.
All right. Miles. 0.547.
Good God. That has to be a stat line. That has to be.
Stat line?
Yeah.
It's the 49ers all-time win percentage.
Yeah. That's pretty good, man.
You're going to like this next one. Go ahead. Do you have any more?
Yeah, I got one
Okay,
more.
yeah. Go ahead.
0.09.
0.09. I mean, you've been cooking me with this. I got to say stat line. There's no way you went all DUI.
This is Mel Gibson's 5th DUI.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
These people have been very naughty. They're getting DUIs left and right.
All right, Miles. You're gonna like this one. 0.42.
Well, I'm gonna be led to believe it's a stat line and it's the Cardinals' all-time winning percentage.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Look at you. Good
Yeah.
job, Miles. I got cooked on that. that was crazy.
By the way, I just love the idea of having a segment like that, like Statline or DUI, and then you both just only do DUIs.
I think that's like almost what we did in the last one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like close.
But I mean, I saw some of these people who have like just racking up
Your
DUIs, and
fifth
I'm like,
one,
okay,
the fifth one
yeah.
for each of them. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
5's the magic number here. So
Dang, dude, it's so hard to find that data though.
it is.
It is. They do not release that information easily. So
Yeah, they keep that under wraps.
Uh huh. Yeah, those agents are scrubbing the internet good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Oh, got one more thing from the John Father.
Actually, yeah.
You got some for us?
I got something for you guys.
Okay, what you got?
And you can stop me if you've already talked about this, because you know that when I was just doing editing, I didn't really watch the show. But there's an interesting headline that I saw just in the last couple of days that I would really love to hear you guys talk about. So are you aware that there have been some organizations that have been pushing for flag football to be featured in the Olympics?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And
that's a huge thing. It's going to be featured in the
That's right.
2028 Olympics.
That's right.
Yeah.
But this news just came out that NFL is going to launch a professional flag football league ahead of the 2028 Olympic debut.
Yeah, I did see that actually. Yeah, they're dumping a ton of money into it. There's also buy-in. I think Tom Brady is one of the owners of this. I think they're being sponsored by the NFL because there are a ton of players, former players and current like owners and coaches and stuff that are dumping money, their own money into this new organization. And they actually had kind of like a preliminary game against the U.S. versus like the U.S. flag football team. And they were professional NFL players, and they got cooked.
They got cooked.
It was like 65-21 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the NFL players got destroyed by these professional flag football players,
Yeah.
which I think is awesome.
I
by
do
the
too.
way.
It's a completely different game. And
Yeah,
I
totally.
can't remember the name of the guy who said it, but he was like,
The quarterback for the U.S. team,
yeah, do you know his name?
I can't remember,
But you know what he
threw
said.
like 6 or 7 touchdowns in that game.
Well, and he was like, just because these guys play professional football doesn't mean they can translate over to flag
Right.
football. Like, you know, is it like fun? It like cute idea? Like, yeah.
Well,
But if these guys are going to compete, let it be the guys who like actually play that version of the sport.
Well, and guess which quarterback got cooked in that game?
Jalen Hurts,
It
baby.
was Jalen Hurts, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for bringing that up, John. I
Yeah.
think that's it's really interesting to see that all of this is kind of coming full circle now, and the NFL is really pushing for this. The one thing that I hope doesn't happen is that I hope that the league doesn't transform completely into flag football, because I think that would completely decimate their viewership. I think that it would
Oh, yeah.
destroy the league.
I think they're smart enough to not do that.
So I'm curious, and we don't have to stay on this too much longer, but what do you think is like? Do you think that the NFL having a flag football league, like a professional league, do you think that it has legs in terms of consumer viability? Like, do you think that people will actually watch it? Do you think that it will actually generate any revenue, or that this is probably more so just a promotional thing for the 2028 Olympics, since it's going to be hosted here in the U.S.?
Can I go first, Miles?
Mm-hmm.
So I have some thoughts on this. So as many of you may know, I am a sports broadcaster for a professional women's football team here in the state of Nevada, the Nevada Storm. And I still do, but not quite to the same extent that I used to. Maybe we can get them on the set now, but I was going to say, I used to do a lot of interviews with players, and one of the players that I was fortunate enough to interview was a woman by the name of Ambra Marcucci, and she was an Italian football player. She played tackle football, right, with the Storm, but she actually grew up playing flag football, and she actually is like team captain for the Italian national flag football team, for the women's flag football team, and just the way that she spoke about it and how big flag football is becoming across the world. I think that an international buy-in is something that the NFL has been trying to get for a really long time. They've been trying to push into those international markets. They've been trying to grow there. And so I think that viewership on an international level is definitely viable. I think that that's something that could be coming full circle here very soon. And maybe the tackle football isn't for everybody, but if flag football is what they want to see globally, and that becomes a big thing in the Olympics, then I think that that could really gain a lot of traction just based off of the conversations that I have had. I still follow her on Instagram, so I still get to see a lot of the cool stuff that her and her twin sister are doing. And I that's what I would say. Here in America, I don't know. I think that football has had, like, classic football has had such a big impact on from like a cultural standpoint. I think that'd be really hard to change that. But again, if flag football is what they want internationally, I think if that's how they're going to break into that market, I say go for it. And I think that it could definitely get some legs for sure.
I 100% agree. I think in terms of America, internationally, it would do better than America because I can't see people wanting to watch flag football over the USFL.
Yeah.
Where,
right.
It's still tackle, and like there are rule changes here and there, but it's still like the core of the game is very similar. Now, flag football, I do think it's entertaining. I don't know if I would personally watch it. Like, if it's the Olympics, I would watch it for sure.
Right.
But like an NFL branded flag football, are they having former NFL players go in, like recognizable names, or is it just going to be its own separate league? I would tune in when it starts, and I'm just speaking personally, but I would tune in. I wouldn't watch it over, even USFL, which I really don't even watch. Like, of course, college football. Like, I think the core of the actual game of football with the physicality and all of that.
It's one of the reasons why people watch.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think we're so far along with the NFL. It just dominates this country.
It dominates every single market.
Every single market.
A normal NFL Sunday beats out like the NBA.
The NBA
finals,
and the
like
MLB.
Game 7 of the NBA finals. Like they'll just never pull the same market. They'll never pull the same viewership. You're right. The NFL just holds that. They hold that market down tight. And Christmas Day, they battle for that kind of viewership. The NBA and the NFL, and the NBA will never top that viewership. So
yeah, they'll never hold a candle to what the NFL brings.
Right.
Never.
So basically, you think that, like, in terms of on an international stage, it can be successful, but when it comes to domestic viewership, it's a very competitive market already in terms of like competing for viewers,
Right.
and that flag football would more than likely target the same like audience that the NFL currently has, that like very strong stranglehold on.
Bingo. And it would be a fraction.
I would say that it would have to replace the NFL to really break into the market.
Yeah.
Just based off of what I have seen, and in my experience, in my broadcasting career, and then as well. Sorry, I had another. Oh, with the USFL, right there, that's a professional football league, and they will never even touch the NFL. Now
No.
you're going to take the tackle out of it. I just think it's going to be really, really tough
Yeah.
to overtake that. So
Yeah, 100%. International, I think it would be great.
I'm not. Am I saying it's not going to happen? Am I saying that it could not happen? No, but I think that it would be really, really tough. So. But John, yeah, thank you so much for joining us
Yes,
on the
thank you,
set
John.
today. I'm excited to have you on here on a weekly basis now. I'm super excited for the new set. Thank you guys at home for everything that you guys do. Thank you for your viewership. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and remember, if your take sounds smart in your head, it's probably about to get cooked on this show. We'll see you next week.